So what I want you to do is explain what a physical adaptation is. The answer is in the slides. So, for example, physical adaptation is the part of an animal's body that allows it to survive in its ecosystem. Example is camouflage. If I say 5 examples of each, I want you to explain camouflage. What animals use camouflage to blend in? So you can say, for example, a chameleon can change its color to survive. Sorry, change its color to hide from predators. So, again, I want you to give far more examples of this. Parts of animals' bodies that allow them to survive. Again, I want you to look at behavioral adaptations. Is an action taken to survive in an animal's environment, something an animal does. Do not copy what I have written down. Write in your own words, please. So behavioral adaptation is something is an action taken to help an animal survive in its environment. Examples are hibernation, migration, or insects. If you did your homework at the weekend, you would have read about hibernation. It's there, it's a behavioral adaptation. Remember why they have them as well. Why does a giraffe have a long neck? Explain that. Don't just say a giraffe's got a long neck. That means nothing to me. Give me an explanation, explain why. Right. So what I want to do today is I want to start talking about evolution and genetics. What's evolution? Hacker, what's evolution?
And the evolution is the way that the animal or our humans go up or thinking create many smart things. Like,
I get what you're trying to say. Yes, you're correct. I understand what you're trying to say. I'm going to help you all say it though. Okay. So it is the change in time of an animal to look a different way. Okay. So evolution. This is a change in characteristics over time due to natural selection. What are characteristics? What does that mean, Winter? What's a characteristic?
A characteristic is what the animal have or
It's what animals have, right? It's kind of like a physical adaptation. So a characteristic of my face would be a nose, a mouth, 2 eyes, 2 eyebrows, 2 ears, hair, a chin, 2 shoulders, a neck. These are my characteristics, right? These are things that a human has. And over time, what's happened with evolution is that these characteristics have changed. So if you look at the idea of the monkey used to walk on its hands. Then the monkey stood upright, and then the monkey started using tools, and the monkey started putting on clothes, and eventually the monkey started using a computer. So the characteristics of the monkey changed. It evolved, it changed into the modern day human, right? So here to think about the idea of natural selection. Who understands this idea? What does this mean, natural selection? Rosie. So think about it this way. Imagine you are a monkey before you evolved. So imagine this is you there. We'll call this Ryan the monkey. So imagine that you are Ryan the monkey and you live in a jungle a long time ago. And in that jungle, there are small animals. And of those small animals, you can catch the monkey. As the monkey, you can catch them and you can eat them. So here to talk about what is natural selection. Natural selection is choosing or allowing animals to survive that are able to survive. Another example is, imagine you have a cheetah, okay? And you have a deer. Now, if you have a fast cheetah and a slow deer, what's going to happen to the deer? Cherry, what's going to happen to the deer?
It will get eaten by the cheetah.
Exactly, right? So fast cheetah, slow deer, bye-bye slow deer. Slow deer dead. what happens next? So, hun, if I have a slow cheetah and a fast deer, what happens?
Um, a slow cheetah and a fast deer, so the cheetah can never eat the deer because
Exactly. So
the
slow
deer
cheetah,
can run
fast.
really fast.
Exactly. Slow cheetah, fast deer, dead cheetah. If the cheetah can't eat, the cheetah dies. So this again is the idea of natural selection. If you have a fast cheetah and a slow deer, natural selection says, bye bye slow deer, you're dead. If you have slow cheetah, fast deer, natural selection says, bye bye cheetah, hello deer. So what happens is that if there are only fast cheetahs and fast deer, when fast cheetah and a fast cheetah have a baby, they have a fast cheetah baby. They don't have a slow cheetah baby, right? When you've got fast deer babies, or fast deer and a fast deer, and they have a baby, well, then they have a fast deer baby. So what happens is that natural selection says the fast cheetahs and the fast deers will survive. The slow cheetahs and the slow deer, they're dead. Good luck, bye-bye. We don't need you. We don't want you. So think about this as well. Do you think giraffes with small necks will survive? Balkang. Do you think giraffes with small necks will survive better than giraffes with big necks?
No.
No, exactly. So what happens is you have more giraffes with more big necks. What about Billy? In the desert, you have a black fennec fox and a brown fennec fox. Which one survive? Which one will survive?
Brown fennec fox.
Exactly. This is the idea of natural selection, okay? Natural selection means that the animal which is best suited, which can best survive, will survive. So again, you think about giraffes with small necks. They can't eat the tall leaves, they die. You think about whales with small bit of fat, skinny whales, no, they die. So only the whales with the thick fat, only the giraffes with the long neck, only the cheetahs that are very fast, only the foxes that are that color, only the lions with the sharpest teeth, only the tigers with the best stripes, they survive because they have the best adaptation. That is natural selection. Selection means to choose. Natural means naturally. So natural selection means nature chooses the animals that survive the best. Humans are nature's choice, right? We're smart, we're clever, we're intelligent, we can think. Nature chose us because we can do all these things to choose whatever we want, to make choices, to understand what this is. That's nature's natural selection. So evolution is natural selection. It's the other animals dying out, which means that the changes happen. So this is where genetics come in, okay? Genetics is the study of inherited characteristics. So things that you get, okay? You get from your mom or your dad. So they're in your genes, they're inside your blood, inside your DNA. Who knows what DNA is? Winter, what's DNA?
DNA isn't the thing that can be the exactly of some living thing.
Yeah, so all of you, I want you to think of this as like, who likes Lego, right? I like Lego. I love Lego. I think Lego is awesome. I've been playing with Lego for about 30 years and I'm never going to stop playing with Lego. But when you get Lego, right, and you open up Lego, there's just Lego everywhere. It's like, what's this for? I don't know what this bit is. I don't know what this bit is. Where's this bit going to go? What the hell is this bit? I don't understand. And then you look, it's like, oh, there's instructions. Like, oh, put part 1 onto part 2. Aha, part 1 onto part 2. I get it now. This is what DNA is like. DNA is like an instructions manual. It's like a recipe. It's a recipe for humans. It's a recipe for animals. That's a recipe to make things. Except it's this tiny, 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 tiny little thing inside your blood. Think of DNA and think of genes as instructions, as a recipe to make people, to make a human. So let me ask this question. In this classroom, Who has ever heard, oh, you look like your mum or you look like your dad? Who has heard this before? Has any of your, like, your aunties or your uncles or your grandmother ever said, oh, you look like your mum or you look like your father? Yeah, Rosie, you heard that?
Yes, I heard that before.
Yeah,
Some
who said?
people say I look like my mom, and some others say I look like my dad.
Yeah, okay, so you look like your mum and you look like your dad. Cool. Cherry, you heard that before?
Yeah. 20% they said I look like my mom, and the other 80% they said I look like my dad.
So your dad looks like a girl? No, I'm joking. Don't worry, look, I look like my mum, apparently. And I look like my dad. I look like a mix. Hon, you hear that before?
Yes, everyone, even my mother and even my dad say I look like my dad because we both have white skin, and then my mom and my sister have black skin. I don't know what that, but
That's
we
what
have white skin.
that's what we are going to start talking about today. So when we start thinking about genetics is your mom and your dad, their genes, their chromosomes, they come together and then they make you. Okay, you're a mix of both. Some are stronger than others, some aren't as strong. Now, an example would be my hair. Okay, I have red hair. You all say it's yellow, but it's where I'm from, we call it red hair. Okay, I have I don't know, what color are my eyes? Greenish, I think. Greenish blue, brown, gray, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't look at my eyes, they change. Hon, what color are my eyes? I don't know, I can't see.
Monday you have green, and then Tuesday you have something like black. I don't know. But you change your color eyes every day.
I don't know, my eyes change with the heat. But anyway, my point is that these are things that we get from our parents, okay? Now, in Vietnam, everyone's got black hair. All right, everyone's got brown hair. That's just how it is. I don't know why. I think it's due to the sunshine and just where you live in the earth. That's all. I don't think there's any reason to it. So these are things that you get from your parents. But what I would encourage you to do it is look at your mom and your dad. Look at their nose. Look at their mouth. Look at their chin. And look at their eyebrows and their eyes, okay? The shape of their eyes. You start looking at this, you'll start seeing things which are kind of the same as you. You go, ah, I know that nose. That's my nose, but it's on your face. Why is it over there? It should be here. It's because you got your nose from your mom or your dad. They gave you their nose. In your DNA, you have this little tiny bit of code which says, make a nose like his dad, or make a nose like her mom. So what happens is that genetics is these building blocks. So if we get back to the idea of if only fast cheetahs survive and only fast deer survive, and a fast cheetah have a baby, it's going to be a fast cheetah. Well, these are the things that are going to be sent onto the cheetah. Maybe there's something about the cheetah's body which makes it fast. Maybe the tail is longer and it gives it extra balance. Maybe the legs are longer and it can move faster. Maybe the heart is bigger so it can put more oxygen to the cheetah's body. These are all things which are going to be passed to the baby's cheetah. So when we look at evolution and genetics, we look at the idea of what was the changing characteristics due to natural selection. So animals are going to change how they look because over time, fast animals will survive, slow animals will die. Genetics is the passing of those genes to make sure that that change happens. So if you were to think about it this way, if your dad has black hair and your mom has blonde hair and you have a blonde hair, you have inherited your mom's genes. So you've got those genes from your mom. With natural selection, if there is a giraffe with a big neck and a giraffe with a small neck goes bye-bye and dies. You only get big neck giraffes. Their baby is going to have a big neck. Their inherited genes what they've got from their genetics is the long neck, and natural selection let them survive. So there's lots of information there, but it all kind of ties in. So I also say, what does this mean for animals? How does it affect their animal characteristics and adaptations? It is this video, okay? So what I'll do is I'll send you this presentation. You can have a look at this video. In it, there's basically just a mix and match of crossbred animals. And what you can see from the crossbreeding of these animals is that some animals have adaptations of their parents, some have adaptations of their mother, but basically they are new and interesting animals. So there we go. This is a liger. It's half a tiger, half a lion. So what happens is you can see it's got this tiger stripes, but it's got the shape of a lion. That is a really, really easy way to understand genetics. So you can have a look at that video. However, for your homework, make sure you get this done. This is super important. Tomorrow's class, first thing, I will ask you about this. If we cannot answer, we'll do it again. Do you understand? Right, before we leave, does anybody have any questions about what they need to do for their homework? All right, okay, everyone, goodbye. See you later. See you tomorrow.